One Piece Chapter 1127 officially dropped today, and finally, fans have seen the adventure in Elbaf begin. Last week's One Piece chapter was essentially a confirmation of the beginning of Elbaf, and this week, fans got to see Luffy's group explore the country of giants effectively for the very first time. This might not look important to the fans, but it is actually something 24 years or so in the making. Elbaf was introduced to the fans decades ago, and now, finally, the story is focusing on this beautiful land, with the Straw Hats leading an adventure through it. This week's chapter was solely focused on Elbaf, and fans are incredibly excited to see the various dynamics, such as that of Usopp and Nami, and at the same time, the monster trio taking the spotlight as well. Usopp and Nami struggle in Elbaf. One Piece Chapter 1127 began with Usopp and Nami exploring the mysterious castle in Elbaf. This castle, called the Big Stein Castle, is made entirely out of Lego. That is precisely what the Straw Hat Pirates woke up in the previous chapter, and this time around, it became clearer to the fans as to what happened. Nami woke up in the castle, being attacked by a porcupine right off the bat. She clearly has no memory of how she got here, and how she even changed her clothes. To her, this felt like a dream, that is, until she met Usopp, who was being attacked by a giant cat with a crown on its head. While the porcupine was dealt with easily, the cat became even stronger after it was struck by Nami, and turned into a lion. This lion essentially dealt damage to Usopp and could potentially have killed him. One Piece Chapter 1127 also confirmed to the fans that Usopp was in the same boat as Nami, given that he did not remember anything that happened or even changing into an outfit. This certainly looks like a change brought about by the alcohol they consumed, which is known to cause hallucinations and, at the same time, make people pass out. Clearly, the Straw Hats consumed too much of it, and passed out, not remembering anything that happened in between. Within the Big Stein Castle, Nami at Usopp would most certainly have died. However, at the right moment, the monster trio arrived and saved the day. Had it not been for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, perhaps the Straw Hat Pirates would have had 2 less members right now. The monster trio take the stage once again. Luffy, Zoro and Sanji showed their skill in Elbaf. One Piece Chapter 1127 saw the monster trio attack the giant cat that had turned into a lion. How exactly the powers of this cat work is not known. Perhaps, this cat ate a cat fruit that allows it to transform into a lion. Other than that, it could only have been a hallucination. Regardless, the monster trio did not hold back. Sanji was especially seen being angry at what had happened, and this led to the awakening of his powers. Sanji tapped into Ifrit Jomb and used Epaulet Strike on the lion. Meanwhile, Zoro utilized his Black Rope Dragon Twister, while Luffy tapped into the power of Gear 3rd and smashed the beast right across the face. These three combined in a brilliant fashion in this chapter and showed to the fans exactly why they love them so much. Fans got to see new outfits for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, and clearly, they are ready to tackle the threat of those in the land of Elbaf. It was also made clear that the monster trio were directly responsible for beating the Stinger Mole, which fell from the sky earlier, and at the same time, the Ear God as well, which is known to be a giant rabbit. In fact, as things stand, it appears that they might actually have consumed the Ear God after defeating it. Luffy certainly did not want to hold back and could have eaten the giant cat as well, but his eyes are currently set on the other giant beasts within the land of Elbaf. Zoro, on the other hand, is primarily concerned with finding the Sunny and ensuring the safety of the remaining crew. Sanji is preparing for a long journey and looking for nutritious food.